Hello. Just check the recording, make sure it sounds fine. Sure that's very static or anything, the audio. Move my microphone. Oh god, TVs. There we go. No, I think it's fine. I'll turn it down on my end a bit though after that. Okay. So today is the third coming. I will say I will have to briefly drop out for a bit, because a few deliveries coming today, which I was not expecting. I mean, I was expecting one, but I wasn't expecting others. Things have happened. So, just a refresher, Kris has Saber 10, Shadow Mantle, and Dealmaker. And we have 12 deluxe dinners. I would have a spin cake, but I'm a dumb boy who forgot to get the spin cake at the start of chapter 3. And I'm suffering the consequences of it right now. Although, to be fair, it would only be useful for 10 more HP on Kris. Yeah, alright, time to see Tenny get slashed for the third time. Oh my god, it's Rudy Rudolph Holiday! Rudolph's his nickname, Rudy's his full name. You look at his birth certificate as Rudy, and then but everyone calls him Rudy, but he goes by Rudolph to close family. We like Rudy Rudolph Holiday. Alright. I may be a bit rusty, it's been a week. But we're good. We're going, we're golden. Things will go well today. Hold breath. Spare, spare. Get hit. I'm not the same dumb boy that didn't get hit on this tech multiple times before. Good! Yes, good. Boom. Oh, da, 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 da. Boom. Boom! First try incoming. I mean, to be fair, this is so far a perfect run. This is exactly how it needs to go turn 1 to 4. Exactly how it's gone so far is perfect, so that's good. We are still on the perfect run. Now that I mentioned it's the perfect run so far, I'm actually getting a bit stressed. What if I screw up? What if it all goes to crap? We got hit once. You feel that the Roaring Knight fight is the only fight you think is good RNG? I think that good RNG is very needed. For this challenge, yes. Okay, good job defended. I can get good damage in here. Okay, it's not good. Deluxe dinner. Okay. Defend. Heal again. Ah. I am so glad this is the nerfed version of this attack, not the original version, because I would probably not attempt this challenge in the original version, because that sword corridor is a nightmare. 104. Heal again. Defend. Jesus. Okay. That clipped like half a pixel. It did not hit. It just did not hit, did it? I mean, to be fair, that was a pretty good attempt 1. Second try for sure. Yeah, alright, Rudy, break out your ribs. It's fine. What's a skeleton's favorite snack? Go on, guess. Bro, am I stupid? Am I a dumb boy? Don't answer that. Why did I not get hit? I am a dumb boy. I am a dumb boy. Call me the dumb boy, for I am a dumb boy. I think how much damage we could be doing right now if it weren't for the fact that Susie and Ralsei were still alive. What a dumb boy. What kind of idiot would let them live turn 1? I mean, why would you do that? I mean, especially when you can just no-hit every other attack like a smart boy. No, just be a dumb boy and just freaking don't... Cool. Swords, kill me. Yeah, I mean, that more damage is basically the same amount we take from the other hits. It's fine. Oh yeah, and just missed the... Okay, great. Such a good attempt 1 this stream into what I like to call crap. Oh, and of course you missed. Cool, great. Well, that was easy. I'm not healing. I'm just built different, alright? Look. I'm just that guy. You delete your second try for sure message after I failed so much. Ah, come on. We got this. We so got this in the bag. Ooh. Defend. Phew. We're back in action. We are so back in action. Heal. Just before this one. Just no hit everything. To be fair, I mean, that's not correct. You have to get hit 3 times on turn 1, so you can't no hit everything. Didn't know deleting a comment on live chat would remove XP. Apparently it does. I didn't know that either. I've never deleted a comment before because I just never have. It's probably to avoid like XP farming. I don't know, maybe something like that. Great. Nice. I sure do love teeth. Hey Rudy, you getting sick of this yet? No? Because I sure as hell am. Right. Turn 1, fail the no-hit. Take me. Cool. Nice. Yeah, just missed the perfect hit. Easy. Oh my god, stop giving me not perfect hits and losing out on so much damage. I know it's like a few, but it's like, it means so much. Ah! You're kind of convinced Toad made box 3 to piss people off. What's box 3? Is that the teeth one? It's probably internally called box 3, but I call it teeth. I have names for every single attack. It's PK Starstorm. Daggers, teeth, sword corridor, and I don't have a name for the other one, but I'll let's call it get in the corners because that's the best strategy. Box breaker variant 3, is that diagonal teeth? I assume it's diagonal teeth. Nah, poop. It's like the third variant of this. Yeah, okay. Okay, well, I mean... I'm just a dumb boy. Guest has gone back to playing Buck Bumble. He just notices when I'm dead and just is like, alright, yeah, press the button for the options. He has a button for the options. I mean, Diagonal Teeth is the worst attack, like, by a long shot, right? Because, like, every other attack is, like, hard but, like, dodgeable. Whereas that one needs, like, so much RNG, so much to go your way. It needs, like, 10 times the amount of effort as any other attack does. You know, I remember the days of theory crafting when people were all like, oh my god, we're like, the Shadow Crystal bosses is like fighting the Undertale Genocide bosses in reverse order because Spam to Neo obviously meta to Neo, and that means Jevil is Sans because it was such a baseless theory, and I have no idea how it even got any grounds, to be honest. What did they use? Like frickin' Starstorm? Was that previously? Yeah, it was. I got so lost talking about old Deltarune theories that I forgot what attack I was on for a second. Oh yeah, you can do that. Jevil is Sans because he can teleport and stuff. I mean, yeah, but like the boss fight isn't like if it was gonna be like a Sans themed boss fight, you think it'd have the blue soul in it, wouldn't you? I mean, there is still some grounds to the theory, but it's not like perfect. Like, I mean, and they're both what I mean, there is that part of it. I'll give you that. They are both comedians. But I mean, Sans is lazy and Jevil is anything but lazy. To call Jevil lazy would be an insult to Jevil. Okay, I don't need to defend, but hey, we did. Your brain read this is Kris only chapter 7. God, I wish I did early access chapter 7. I would be so rich. I would have so much content out of it. Also, that was yeah. Looking at the time because yes, this is PK Starstorm Part 3. Okay, that's not good, taking a hit there, Jesus. Okay, that's good. Yep, and defend here. Give me one to dodge first. Dodge that. Are you... Why? You think they'd patch the hitboxes on the one attack that you can physically tell is bullshitting you? But Jevil sleeps for 100 years after you beat him, so maybe he is lazy. Yeah, but Sans don't do that. Hold breath. Spare. Why am I not getting hit? Oh, thank God. That was close to being a disaster. Either you get hit once, or So either you get hit until they die, you don't get hit at all. That's how you handle that first attack. I'd recommend just getting hit until they die, because that way you just have so much more control. The hitboxes are fair, though. I checked in the hitbox overlay mod. I mean, you can literally see the freeze frames with the daggers. It's like, I know the soul has a black outline, right? Because I can just about see it when they do the Starstorm attack. However, everything in the game leads you to believe the soul does not have a black outline. And therefore, that the red is all there is to the soul. If you look at the soul independently in the light world, there's no black outline. So I say there should not be a black outline in the battle, because it does not help with anyone's visibility, because you cannot see the black outline for most attacks. You can for one, but that's like fine. It's just so much about it. How am I? I am doing absolutely brilliant. I am having the best time. I'm getting hit by easy attacks, and I am feeling good ways about it. I am also very tired. And also very annoyed with a certain delivery service that I will not name. Because it was like, oh yeah, you're having a package delivered on when? Oh, Saturday. Okay, that's fine. And then it's shifted to today, and it's like, cool, thank you for confirming that I would be in the house today. I am. But like, you could have checked with me and also not sent it 4 days earlier when I'm kind of busy streaming. I don't know who's in charge of delivery companies, who's making the decision. Oh yeah, people would just love to receive their packages early. Like, people don't have schedules and things they're doing. And like, plans, and they book and they order things to plan around their schedule, and also like, for delivery dates, to make sure they can actually be home to collect the product, because we all know they treat their delivery drivers like absolute crap. So like, they have to deliver like in like very quick succession, so they can't wait around. And most people don't have a place to put deliveries. Hello. I'm having a good time, as you can see. Rules dictate I should heal here, but I like to live life on the edge. It's not the attack I need to heal for. It's this one. Okay. That was worth it. To get the attack in and save him deluxe dinner. No, it doesn't matter getting hit here, as long as it's not too much. There we go. And we deluxe dinner here, because we need to. I don't want to get hit there. Okay, good. Defend! It's easy. Why would you combo into that? Oh my god, screw you! I hate that attack so much. Boom! I like them apples! Saved a deluxe dinner. Oh, it's... You'll love to see it, don't you? Maybe I didn't, because I could get hit at some point. Can I just get a good hit in, please? Okay, we got hit once, but it's not gonna like kill me, is it? Oh my god, I just want to get hit. Not, like, you know, hit the actual target properly, you know? Okay. That's fine. Defend. Boom! I'm saving on resources, guys. I'm saving on resources. I'm doing so well for the planets by saving on resources, you know? Boom, hello. Ah, poo. Ah, poo. I may have not saved on resources. Nope, okay, I absolutely need to go after this. I know it's only like 45 HP, but trust me, it'll come into effect. I mean, it might not. No, it will. It will. I absolutely will. Yeah. Because I've been 100 here with defending. It just wouldn't be enough. Are you kidding me, bro? How the frick is it so fast? Right. How on earth am I still alive? Heal here. Doesn't matter when I heal. I probably should have waited to heal a bit, but maybe not. It's keeping track at this point. Just don't get hit on the next attack, it'll be fine. Take the risk. I'm gonna punish for it, but hey. Probably won't make it past this attack anyway, so. Okay, I've screwed up massively here. Let's get punished for it. Yep, okay. Oh! How? Whoa! Nah, I'm not taking the risk again. Crap. 1 second. No. 1 second, guys. The freaking knock on the door. This could cost me. This could cost me greatly. Screw it. Defend. No! God freaking damn it! Okay, now I can be even more mad at them. I need to fix my headphones, Jesus. If I just locked in and just like focused that one attack, I would have made it because it wouldn't make a difference in time. Oh, frick. Also, they waited at the door for once. Jesus, that was shocking. Also, I'm literally... Oh, you know what? Screw it. Just freaking miss everyone's attacks. Just end this attempt now. I need to calm down. I'm a bit too overheated now. You haven't beaten the night, but you don't really care that much. I mean, to be fair, like... Not only do the rules I've made for the challenge dictate I have to beat the night, it would be beneficial to beat the night, because suffering now means that Chapter 4 is going to be a cakewalk when it comes to, like, the Titan battle and stuff, because, like... All you really lose from that is, like, a bit of DPS and other characters, which means it might take a bit longer, but, like, it's still going to be pretty easy. How many turns of attacking with 100 damage would it take? 15. And that's with attacking. That's why I want to attack as much as possible early on. And that's why I get rid of Susie and Ralsei, like, so early on, because the damage adds up in the end. Like, you save, like, a few turns here and there, and the higher damage you get, it's just way better. Alright, here we go. It does mean you have to play almost perfectly when it comes to the second and third attack, because otherwise it just like... Yeah. Two hits and you go down. Also, that was some BS, and we all know it, right? I mean, you can literally see how far the slash is away from the heart, and yet it still counts as a hit. It feels unfair, right? Like, it might be fair and might actually, like, hit with the hitbox, but it feels wrong for that to hit. Also, why am I not getting hit here? That was skill issue, bro. You can't say that. You saw how far away that was. See, that's a skill issue, right? Missing that. That's a skill issue. I will accept that missing the perfect target is a skill issue. I will get frustrated at myself for it, but it is a skill issue. I will never act like that is not a skill issue, because I know I can do better. I think I'm fine for one more. Yeah. It would have been better to heal here than not heal before the teeth to have more damage, maybe. Definitely to heal here, because I'm like way too low to actually do anything good. Also, I totally would have died getting hit there. Alright, let's attack again. You're only fighting it for fun, but you do want to eventually beat it and get the shard and complete Chapter 4 on your I have beaten all the secret boss save file. Yeah, definitely. I mean, the night isn't hard if you know what you're doing. Like, if you know how to build all your characters and maximize your damage output, like, you can basically skip the entire Phase 3, which is where the actual difficulty is. I mean, you're seeing how I'm getting hit on, like, occasion here, and it's not doing that much to me. Okay, well that one was a skill issue. I just moved the wrong way and got hit where I shouldn't have. When you at first when you sucked, you kind of hated the knight. Now it's your favorite fight. Yeah, it happens when you get good at a fight. You sort of start to like it. Although, like, if you played the knight before, like, the first time they patched its attacks, because like it used to be like a lot harder. Like Sword Corridor used to be like unfair. Now it's laughably easy. And I think it's definitely better to go from a fight that feels like, oh yeah, this is like really easy to dodge this attack. It's basically almost free as long as you're like paying some attention and know what you're doing. Compared to a fight that's like, oh, I can just play exactly how I think I should and then just get hit. Because it used to be like the warning lines were actually like thinner than the actual hitbox. Don't know why, but that's how it was. Okay, that was my fault. If we get hit, we get hit. It's not a good attempt anyway. Look at that breath. Never punished. Jevel's your favorite? Jevel was my favorite until chapter 3 and 4 came out. I will heal here. You didn't like Spamton because you beat him first try, so part of the fun was off for you. I beat Spamton first try as well, like, but I still like the fight. I should not have dodged that perfectly, but hey, here we are. Screw it, let's just go in and risk it. Why not? Risks paid off. Ah! Poo. There's gotta be some internal logic that dictates it has to do more diagonals if it's not done it for a certain amount of time. Because there is no way I get like to the point where I almost never, like on the second teeth, I usually have it sometimes where it just like slashes one direction rather than two directions. It like does it right at the end and then like the turn ends. But like I always get like 3 diagonals on the diagonal teeth. It's so infuriating. You can't beat Roaring Knight, but you can beat Spamton first and second and Jevel in less than 5. You fought Spamton way too much. Yeah, Pizza Pants is Burger Pants' name in Deltarune because he had an incident with pizza. Rudy got hands. Rudy got hands indeed. I mean, there's 2 of them right there. One's holding a katana that some people think is a baseball bat, but it's definitely a katana. What baseball bat doesn't look like that? What if the knight is Frisk and the thing they're holding is a stick, and it turns out the reason why it shapeshifts and looks like a baseball bat at some points and looks like other things at other points is actually just because it's a representation of Frisk changing weapons in Undertale? That sounded stupid, but the more I thought about it, no, it's still stupid. It's still dumb. But, like, that would be funny, and kind of an understandable explanation for how that would work. It doesn't fit with anything else, but, like, for specifically the fact it looks like a baseball bat, then a katana, and then kind of a stick if you really squint your eyes. I can't remember what attack was on, Jesus. Okay, this one. Ah! Okay, now I need to go for this. Because I don't want to risk it. I could be stupid if I had, like, taken one hit, but I took 3 there, so that's just not that good. Okay. Defend. Easy. Boo! Boo! Screw it, we take risks. Who's ever succeeded in life without taking risks? No one. So I take risks. It paid off! Oh, that felt so good. Ah, boom. Screw you. Oh. Ah! Come on. Hell yeah! Perfect hit too. You have to see it. Okay, not great, but still good. Okay, that was not good at all. Very bad. Okay, we survived at least. Come on. Oh, come on. Still have... Yeah. Healing. Do the calculations, it's probably better to waste one here than it is to save one for later. It's fine. Defend. gonna have to heal for the next attack, god damn it. It's fine, I'll probably gonna heal there anyway. You have exam this week, so not today, that's fine. Good luck on your exams. Alright. It has to be this one. Oh! Oh my god. I think someone's at the door. 1 second. Before we do this, I'm gonna check. Sorry, I need to check something. 1 second. Yep, someone's at the door. No more interruptions. That's all the deliveries I'm expecting. Okay. Alright. Defend. Let's begin, buddy. It's been so long. Kris! Kill your boss! I am so sorry for everyone's ears. We actually beat it! What do you mean, we? It was all Kris! Oh. What? Don't tell me you've had enough already. Come on. We were just getting started! Oh. Susie didn't do anything. To be fair, Susie did do something. What she did was sit on the floor the entire time. So Kris could do more damage. You see, it all makes sense. Not so tough now, are you? Again, I am very sorry for everyone's ears. I got a bit too hyped there. Susie! I should have leaned back from the microphone when I did that. How could you? Swooned. My heart is pounding. Holy hell. That was so worth it. Oh. Oh my god, someone's gonna start counting the attempts again, aren't they? Swoon grave. I mean, there is snow. No. You can't take her. Remember, everyone, you were here when we beat the knight. I have to finally change the thumbnail next time. Hey, you! Stop! Police! What the hell is going on here? You got some explaining to do, punk. Hey! What are you doing? Put me down! Bye-bye, Undyne. Hey, Alright, see you later. Hey, where the hell are you going? One HP, by the way. Shadow Crystal added to your key items. Black Shells added to your weapons. Finally. I mean, I'm not going to use it for a while. I'm probably going to sort out a Jingle Blade until the actual proper fight, but hey. Oh my god. Her face contorted. It looked like she's having a nightmare. People really skip out on how big this evidence is for, like, the knight being someone Toriel knows and cares about. Which could mean it's Rudy, by the way. Somehow, I thought we'd won for a moment. A nightmare, oh my god. We'll be able to end the battle. Here and now. You were so brave, and yet, in the end, it doesn't even matter. I tried so hard and got so far, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. It's only beginning, isn't it? Isn't it, Kris? Kris, I'll be fine, but if I'm hurt this badly, then Susie must be. Kris, you'll make sure she's alright, won't you? Sometimes you can hear a roar in the night. Oh my god. I need to think of more roaring night puns, honestly. Mostly because I want to, but also for like a project I'm working on. I kind of need to come up with like 7 different names for roaring night that aren't roaring night. I've come up with like 1. What's my favorite holiday? My favorite holiday is... I mean, it probably is Christmas, to be fair. My favorite holiday is December holiday. That's my favorite holiday. We're in the light world. Wait! Kris, I can still see someone. Down there. I find it so funny how Susie always basically confirms what world we're in the second we get into it in this chapter. Like, it starts with her saying, we're in the dark world, and then it ends with her saying, we're in the light world. She's gonna start chapter 5 saying, we're at the festival. We're in the dark world. We're in the shelter. We're in... How flimsy was that it came off with one of Susie's punches? Like, Susie can't break doors. Yet that panel comes off. I mean, to be fair, the fact the panel came off when she was punching the door and not where the panel was could suggest the door could just be punched hard enough repeatedly and would actually break. Which would be very funny. You know, now that I think about it, it'd be hilarious if, like, we don't get the code and, like, every single opportunity to possibly even get the code gets locked off to us and Susie just takes it out on the door to the shelter. And eventually the door just breaks. And just like, oh, cool. When you punch anything enough times, it's gonna break. I don't know, man. I mean... Bedrock in Minecraft, I can punch that a lot of times, it never breaks. Also, question to all you guys, what's your thoughts on if the knight actually wants to capture Toriel or not? Because I have some thoughts on it, but I want to see what chat thinks, first of all, before I voice my opinion and dilute the opinion field, because... I won't be able to say what they think, not repeat what I think, and just say, oh yeah, no, I agree with you now that you've explained your logic. On the shelter was a strange panel. It looked like a digital security lock. There were 3 entry fields and 3 symbols besides them. One had a pine tree beside it. One had an officer's badge beside it. And one had the Deltarune. You think it was always supposed to be Undyne? You don't think they're after it? Maybe it's Carol's orders? Could have easily done so. I think they needed a hostage to lure Kris and Susie into the Dark World, but didn't. It does seem that way, considering how they specifically went to the Dream of Residence. If the plan was just to get hold of Undyne, they're probably that way to do that. My personal thoughts on the matter is that Toriel was not the target, but Toriel is important. I believe the objective was to cause as much chaos and make Susie, at the minimum, think that Toriel was a target and that someone they wanted to capture. Because you can because it's very easy for Kris to then go on and use that to convince Susie to enter Chapter 4's Dark World. Because she did actually pause for a second and think, let's think logically here. There's no way they escape without us. There's no way that they can get out without us catching them first, leaving. And I know that you can say that we aren't logical, but, like, realistically, that's, like, the funny option rather than the serious option. Like, it should not work as an argument, but it does, because, of course it does. And also, if you compare how effective the Knight is at capturing Undyne, compared to how effective they are at capturing Toriel, it's night and day. And in the heat of the moment, you wouldn't think logically, right? You wouldn't go, oh, well, they put a lot more effort into capturing Toriel and didn't get there than they did capturing Undyne. Like, from our perspective, that's very obvious, but to Susie's perspective, in the heat of the moment, in the chaos of seeing the Knight for the first time, getting your ass handed to you, it's one of those things where it's something that you would not think of in the moment, but would think of looking back on it. And, like, actually, like, processing it, thinking about it, and, like, taking your time to, like, fully analyze the scene. It's something an outside observer would notice instantly, yet anyone else would be like, oh, well... Anyone in the moment would, like, not notice that as easily. I mean, they might eventually want Toriel, but I don't think she's as important. I'm still out of breath, jeez. It's like it's some kind of dark fountain. The only difficult parts remaining are Gerson the Titan. I would say just Gerson, and... like... I mean, Gerson, we have the stipulation where we have to do it with Susie with no armor or anything. And the only reason for that is simply because if I have any armor or equipment on, the run's dead because Susie can't take it off. But yeah, no, like, if I could do it with just Kris, I would, but, like, I can't. So that's the rule we go into. I've done it before, though. I've beaten Gerson with no armor before. It was hard. I didn't enjoy it. But it took about 19 attempts, and I did it. I say about 19. It took 19 attempts. But I also came up with a strategy that I can actually show for that as well, which is interesting, because I call it the Rude Buster offset. And it's a very effective strategy, and it's very useful. We beat the night like 10 minutes ago, didn't we? I've been talking a lot. And then for the Titan, I don't think the Titan isn't that hard, right? For the simple reason that the actual strategy for the Titan beaten effectively is just attack and unleash when you have enough TP. Like, there's no point, like, brightening, because there's never a point to defend aside from reducing the damage you take on harder attacks. Do I have any plans to beat the mics because they're the same, regardless of if you have Susie, Ralsei, or not? I mean, I'm gonna do it now just because I want to do it. But, like, I could very easily, all that changes is that Susie and Ralsei take damage for me, which doesn't matter. My only rule will be I can't heal them. Like, that'll be it. I'm not sleeping. Jesus Christ, I've skipped so much from that, Jesus. You lose out on so much taking that skip. That is the worst skip to take, right? Because, like, I can make an argument for, like, so there's only, like, 2 skips to, like, the actual content of the chapter that I even see as remotely worth it. And those 2 skips are the Chapter 1 and Chapter 3 skips, because the Chapter 3 skips, you skip a bunch of story, and you miss out on 10 points, and the opportunity to buy some TV dinners, which I don't even take anyway. It's not that big a deal. Chapter 1, you miss out on nothing. Chapter 2's skip is, like, the second worst one, because you miss out on, light candy. You miss out on silver cards for Chapter 2. You miss out on not much else, though, to be fair. If you didn't have a spin cake and you're skipping the chapter, that's your own fault. But, like, you can have a spin cake by that point anyway. Yeah. And then Chapter 4's skip, you miss out on loads. Ancient Suite. Jingle Blade. A bunch of cool fusions that you could possibly get. So much you miss out on. Cool. Uh-huh. I think Chapter 4 is not going to be too hard. I mean, I've been saying for a while, once you get the Black Shard, Chapter 4 is basically free. And I think it is. She looked very nice. You know, it kind of confirms right now that I think Azrael is either going to be Susie's height or like a slight bit taller. There are many photos in the refrigerator. Why'd you Photoshop Ralsei to be... What? That's your brother? Yeah, now I look at it, he looks different. I said I get it, you can stop pointing out the differences. Those little horns you're wearing. It's almost like you're trying to... It's a TV. Its antenna was broken, but it's been taped up. Right, before you sealed the fountain. We managed to find Ten in the Dark World. He was barely alive, but the Pippins and Shadow Guys told me how to fix him. So I tried patching him up. Hope it works out. Yumka wants to throw him out, though. Let's find a new home for him fast. Okay, Kris? We'll find one. Hell no. Wash your hands at church, Kris. Church doesn't have a... Well, we have a fire extinguisher, but they don't have a sink. Somehow there's already white fur stuck in the drain. Gross. Then we gotta clean that up. You open the drawer that contains how to draw dragons. Whoa, what the heck is... You shut the drawer as fast as humanly possible. Kris? Hey, Kris! Hey, can we see that again? Kris? Kris! Hey, Kris! Hey, can we see that again? Kris? It's hard to put into words, but for some reason, seeing Susie next to you, you felt like whatever you were, just right now, it might be okay. The door is locked. Let me in. There's secrets in there. You're hiding Azrael in the bunker. In the closet. This might be this is your second seeing the Switch version of the mic fight. Yeah, about that. That's Switch 2 exclusive. I play with the Switch 1 version of Deltarune on the Switch 2. I could get the Switch 2 upgrade. I never have. Hey, didn't you know you owned a bird or something? Don't really like how you noted that or something. What the hell is this giant bloodstain? Use vinegar, dumbass. Vinegar and hot water. Cleans it up. Well, we don't have time to... Somehow, you and Susie made time to clean up the stain. Damn it, we're gonna be late. Damn it. Clothes drawer. Hey, the hell does your brother have all the prizes? Wait a sec. Piles of Azrael's dust in Toriel's closet. There you go. The Susie prize. Found me over at your house. Probably should save. Alright. Poll time. I forgot to set a goal for this stream. I don't care. Take it or leave it. What are we doing with the money? 2 votes for take it, 1 for leave it. I mean, we have enough for the one in chap for the dinner date anyway. So 3 votes still. Oh, what? Huh? Why is the poll broken? The poll has just broken. It says 0 votes with 0% and 0%, but the bars are still there. I don't know. What on earth have you done, YouTube? Why is my poll broken? Who broke the poll? What is happening with the poll? Why is it broken? I don't know what to do. Also, I'm going to change the live chat. Maybe that'll fix something. Who knows? No. No, the poll's still broken. Can anyone see the results, or is it like just on my screen? I mean, Greed won anyway, so what happens if I end it? Oh no, the votes are still there, it's just it stopped displaying it. Okay. Alright, well, we've taken it anyway. Oh my god, yeah, that is messed up. If a monster dies, you could clean up the dust with a vacuum cleaner and no one would be the wise to figure it. I mean, you would still have to get rid of the dust somehow. Like, you clean up the vacuum cleaner, but you still have to dispose of it. It doesn't just vanish into thin air, though, so, like... To be fair, it probably is how they sort that out. Because, like, that seems so hard to collect. To be fair, I mean, ashes are hard to collect anyway, so, I mean, it's probably... Eh. It's a landline phone. We already have a cell phone. Wait for your pancakes. I'll be back for you. Alright, we're here. It's an altar full of hope candles. Each one has a person's name on it. Asriel, Asgore, Kris. Your mother must split those ones. I think they pretend to blow out your candle. Happy birthday, loser! Alright, I'm not going to read through the service. We are just going to skip through it, but I think I should still get the ancient chocolate. Watch the service. I mean, I'll have to sing. You know what? Screw it. Let's sing the song. Heaven knows the story that we've borne from our hearts, of the shadows cutting deep and the heroes that save us. Here heaven knows the beauty of the soul, and we weep to the majesty and pray we not forget the tale of Deltarune. Hello. I hope you enjoyed my singing. Kelly Kadenheimer says like a bunch of stuff. To be fair, she actually does do a summary of the actual prophecy, but like I don't think anyone's ever read it aside from the people who made the wiki. Look in pockets for fun. Glass shard. That's your sword. Seriously? Well, explains the hairbrush in my pocket. Here, I'll... Wait, right. These aren't my clothes. What's in here? Whoa. What's this paper? No way. Dear Kelly, thank you for the honor of this junior dance. Your eyes are like whirlpools of molten cat food. The expensive kind you have to buy at the pet store. Signed, Asriel? Hey, come on. It's not like you weren't laughing too. Look, yeah, this is in here too. Peace offering. You got the ancient chocolate. It was open to the jump ball. To be fair, this is probably the one run where that's like actually better than getting the tension items. Banging, singing, my man. Do you think I have time for Gerson? I mean, we're going for another like 3 hours, so we'll get to Gerson. I'd be surprised if we don't, to be honest. I probably can mention this now. I'm starting a project that's hopefully gonna get like made into something later on. It's in the planning phase right now, and also like I am the only member of the team doing this because I haven't spoken to anyone else about it. I'm planning on making a kind of like Deltarune fan game swap sort of thing at some point of my own make because I want to. I just think it'd be cool to do it. Yeah, alright, Alfies. I'll get you a drink. Okay. Psych! Juice is gone. Chance starting the Deltarune AU and having a giant Deltarune AU text test failed successfully. My Deltarune AU is based on Live Alive. I already have like the main character settled down already, so I know. Who I want in each era of the game, and I already kind of have an idea for the plot of the story. Especially since the plot's already kind of nailed down for me, since it's going to just be a copy-paste. Is that Noelle Holiday from the weird route of Deltarune? Sorry, you don't appear in this challenge. Cool, juice. Listen, I have to do this stuff for the story and also get the jingle blade, which is going to be pretty useful later on. Boom! High five. It's me, your best friend, Asriel Dreamer. You know, he was based on one of your favorite indie games of all time concept. I need to eventually get that at some point. Kris, I remember you are weird roots. And the clouds go. Alright. Time to dive back into the dark world because I need to do some stuff there. You can't weird roots now. I mean, I couldn't anyway because, like, you have to use Ice Shock for the weird roots, and this is a Kris only challenge, and therefore I'd have to do things with the characters to do the weird route, whereas I don't have to do that otherwise. We're in. Did you know that in the code, the 75% yellow and 20% red drink is called Dragon Scar? I mean, to be fair, it's kind of a dragon anyway. Mike. M-I-K-E. Mike. Ba-ba-ba. Ba-da. Genuine question: how is this room still open if you if on the weird route? Because like it should not be, by the way, on the weird route. This is like okay. Oh, Kris is getting all the hats then. Cool. Oh no. Yeah, okay. Well, I want Susie to have. Well, right, Ralsei can have that hat for now. The top hat goes on last because. Can I give it to Susie? Thank you. No, I don't want to give it to Ralsei. Oh my god, Susie. Susie. Oh my god. I'm trying to put the hats on Susie. It's so hard. I'll drop this one for now and then Susie, there we go. There we go. Look. Susie has a lot of hats. Try to drop the hats down the thing, but it doesn't work. Sure. Taking Susie and Ralsei when you're intending to just have Kris, that's not very Kris only of you. I mean, listen, right? I'm just doing things and they're coming along. If Susie and Ralsei decide to jump in front of a hit intended for Kris, that's not my problem. Your pretty sure it opens if you recruit all the Shadow Guys, Pippins, and Zappers. Yeah, but like, canonically, if you don't spare, if you lose an enemy, they get left behind in the original like Dark World. So like, you would think that like the mouse would not appear if you did the weird route. No, it said Mike. We're Mike. I'm Mike. You're Mike. He, she, me. Mike. Mike got pet. If I just don't get hit, it's the same as if I would get hit anyway, you know? It's literally Flappy Bird. There is no difference between this and Flappy Bird. It is the same thing. Technically I could, but like, you know, what's the fun in that? You know? I want to play Pluie right now, and I can't play Pluie if I don't do the mic fight right now. You know? Mike is definitely a cat. Mike got pet. Mike is a cat. Mike got pet. Mike is sad. Ah, boo. Ah. See, it's fine. Kris is the one who got hit anyway. It's fine. Everything's fine. Mike got pet. Nice to meet you. It's me, Big Mouth Mike. Call me that because I got a big mouth. Nice to meet you. It's me, Big Mouth Mike. Yeah, I'm big. I'm Motor Mouth Mike. My name's Mike. Mike got pet. Mike says words. I don't know what words are. Let me see what I want. No. There's more than one Mike. Criminal. Mike got pet. I should have put the cat one. Boom! Mike got pet. Everything's fine, guys. Nothing. There's no issues here. Simple. If you do the math, Kris will survive anyway, so it's all fine, right? Everything's fine. Alright, I'll do the funny Matt Pat Pippins. Alright, I admit it. None of us are actually Mike. We're just kind of in charge of Mike's room, unofficially. Tanner's always talked to Mike, right? Well, you see, sometimes he wants to come to this room and visit him. It's been that way since TV World. But he gets really moody if Mike isn't there, and takes it out on us. Now, here's the thing about that. Mike has never been here! Not once! In order to stop Tanner from getting his nose twisted up, we just started taking turns pretending to be him! And you know what the weird thing is? It actually worked! As long as it's a Mike, Tanner actually believes it! Obviously, we couldn't let you in here or you'd snitch. But it's too late now. Our conspiracy's busted. Just before you tell Tanner, let me ask you one last thing. Who's Mike? Who is he? Because none of us have ever seen him. None of us, ever. Every time Tanner asks Mike to do something, it's either like, he just does it himself, we do it secretly, or just sort of happens. So who's Mike? Who is he? He's just Tanner's imaginary friend? Is he Tanner's alter ego? Like some alternative personality or something? And why the hell does he get so much love and attention? If the weather guy's the second in command, what does that make to him? What if it's us? Us? Yeah, we pretend to be Mike doing stuff. What if when we pretend to be Mike, we's actually Mike? What? It's always been us? Then where did the idea of Mike come from in the first place? Beats me. This doesn't make any sense. What about you guys? You came to this room. Are you guys Mike? Are you? Huh? Are you? Are you? Ah, I give up. As long as someone's Mike, it'll work out. In Twisted Room, these guys, a mouse advertiser, a rabbit scientist, and a Waluigi camera. I'm not even going to ask. Oh, God. Don't really like to look and get this sort of thing. My headcanon for Mike is that Mike hid in this room because he's like, just... Because like, he wants to support Tanner, but just wants Tanner to feel punishment for what he did to Spampton, so... He just sits in the corner. Right here. You think Tomodachi Life inspired the hyper-realistic things we see in Deltarune? Is it possible to get Mike but Tanner still die? I don't think it is. Because you have to recruit the... I think you just have to recruit the Shadow Guys and Pippins to revive Tanner. And if you don't recruit the Shadow Guys and Pippins, you can't get Mike, so... It's possible in the weird route, though, because you only have to, like, kill him as you get to 2 for the weird route. Which is what I do anyway, because I'm normal. Alright, hi. Give me spin cake. Also, there's, like, things I want to fuse here, wasn't there? You can fuse a twin room, I don't really want to. I want each individual one. Hi, yeah, take my shadow crystal. See you later. Or not. Ha 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 ha. I'll take the exec buffet, thank you. This is gonna be fun, I just realized. This is gonna be very fun. Telescope. Does that increase mercy? No, it doesn't. Okay. Thank God it doesn't. %. Telescope for moon. And you two do nothing. That's fine, Ralsei. You just stay down. It's fine. Saves me a bunch of time. Telescope and spell. Sunglasses. Keep that fire away from me. Ah, boo, screw you. Mike is literally who you are when it comes to stage production. X was your last two. Mouse is Pippin's, Rabbit, Shadow Guy, Zapper is Shudder, Addison's Mike, Friend Gaster, and Wario Woody slash friend inside me. I see now. Telescope, spare. And down Ralsei goes again. Thank you for taking a hit from me. That's very much appreciated. This takes like so much longer when you have to like freaking not have the double defend or double act, I guess. Okay. To be fair, I can just defend here anyway, can't I? And then spare, because there's nothing. Defend and spare. Well, I mean, Kris is down, beat the fight, and I can't really redo it. Shh, we're just gonna pretend that happened. We're just gonna pretend that didn't happen. I mean, everything's fine, everything's great, everything's nice and dandy. Silly tenor dancers. No clue what to do with the mouse's Pippin design. Dice works so well for chapter 2 for you to pick a different swap. I mean, you could always do a three-way swap, like swap 3 characters and kind of just like have it be like that, I guess. There's no explicit rule that says like it has to be like 2 character swap positions, you know? Alright. Let's enjoy your tea. I need to have a drink. Give me 1 second. You just came in to beat the night. I beat the night like 50 minutes ago. Close to it anyway. It was very hectic for a time, but we did it. Ralsei, eat the cake. You ever roll Twisted Runes or Twisted Tale that says direct swaps between two characters? Do you know the soul issues because it scares you? This feels like an illegal operation. Should I design Queen's house and Toad actually to look like the door and then just like, I don't know what else. I mean, I have to design it as the mansion, I guess, if I want to do it fully. Designing it as the door would be very easy and simple to do. Lamp. You know, it's been so long I forgot I was going to tape Rules' mouth shut for this run. Gee! Well, I should be looking at that, folks! The lamp itself is stupid. It also has a small ass! Hi, cool. Are you only way bigger? Everything's bigger on TV, kid! Please find someone to adopt me. Time! Ralsei, your room looks cool. Of course, you need to know that Rose has a small ass. I mean, Tenna has a big ass, so, you know. It's empty. No, it's not! There's a Ralsei plush in the corner! It's adorable! Look at it! Look how cute that thing is! It's so cute! Cassette Beast is a monster that works perfectly with Pond Men, also 1-to-1, but it's also the best Sans, meaning I don't have a Sans in UNAU yet. You want to load up your new swaps, but you won't spoil the game for me? I mean, I have, like... I mean, yeah, that's fair. Working on my, like, Live Alive Deltarune swap has been fun because, like, for me, like, the main characters slotted in so perfectly with how I wanted it. Like, I just kind of thought about some and thought, yeah, I mean, there's multiple swaps for Susie. And then, to be fair, the only one that's, like, a swap that I'm not too confident on is, like, the one I've done for the Imperial China time period. I mean, the character you play as during that time period is, like, easy swap, but, like, I have to change the story a bit to make the swap for, the disciples make more sense. And to be fair, even then, I only have one actual disciple rather than 3. Because... realistically, everyone picks the same person anyway for that. And needed someone to put Noelle, so there was that. Alright, we've done our Dark Blood stuff. Let's go and do some other stuff. I can't remember what else I need to do, really. What do I have? Alright, so I have Ancient Sweet, which I wanted. Spin Cake, yep. Okay, I've got all the items I want. Do I have 2 Execmaphase? I do, okay. You have any clue what Live Alive is from your experience of them casting spells? Live Alive is a Square Enix RPG available on Switch and other consoles, but I know it's available on Switch, so I'm telling you that now. it takes place across 8 different time periods that all have some form of connection to each other and all come together for a final act. It's a very good game, I don't want to spoil it, but the 8 time periods are prehistory, Middle Ages, Imperial China, Twilight of Era Japan, Wild West, present day, near future, distant future. It is very interesting, it's a cool game. And like it would fit for Deltarune. Yeah, exactly. I actually went with a very cool theme, so I was able to manage to work my way to get all the students in Kris's class and Ralsei to be main characters for each of the stories. So I have Monster Team for prehistory. I have Gerson and Noelle for Imperial China. I have Kris for Twilight of Era Japan. Caddy and Jockington for Wild West, because I like the idea of Caddy being a cowgirl who uses Jockington's lasso. I think that's very funny. Bertie for present day, Susie for near future, and then Ralsei for distant future. And then for Middle Ages, I have Azrael swapped in, which makes more sense if you played Live Alive. You'll understand why that's Azrael. It was a hard one to come up with, but Azrael was the easiest fit that wasn't actually going to piss everyone off. It was a case of the more I thought about it, the more everything made sense. Hello. Tomorrow is festival. Sync. Alright, I think that's I'm not gonna do the diner cutscene because I want to keep $5 for the festival. I don't know if I'll need it. Hear more, cool. You photoshopped the pizza, how very interesting. I'll do the Sans funny thing because it's funny. I've asked this before, but what sound does this make? Like, is it just like? So, how would you pronounce this? Would you pronounce it sans? Or you pronounce it? What should I get compared with Megalovania? I mean, it's fine, but it's like, because like, Materia is surprisingly responding pretty quickly now to actual like claims and stuff, which is nice to have. So, I'm not even joking, right? I got a claim on my last Celeste stream, and I basically just, you know, did all the dispute stuff as you're supposed to. It got sorted in, like, about 5 hours. Like, it was, like, 5 hours between it, like, me reporting it and it getting sorted, which was nice. I say 5 hours, more like 4, to be fair. The character that started your whole AU was because he has a lot of similarities to Tenor. So it was an idea that you had that he called himself a big shot and that the AU magically appeared. It is very funny. Alright, I think, yeah, I need to do the TV thing. Offer TV, hey, take Tenor. How does that fit through the door, by the way? It shouldn't, but it does. So I was just checking, make sure the audio's still in sync, and it is. Which is good. It should be. Turn can change sizes, don't ask why you can the light mode as well. The apple scented shampoo seems to be lighter than normal. Hey, still not hard evidence that I drank that. I mean, yeah, you're right, aside from the fact that you literally admit it if we try and attack Kris with the mini Kris in chapter 3. No hard evidence aside from a confession. People have been arrested for less, Susie. In the curve, make an invalid drink, he calls it a Beppis brow. Sunset Requiem is such a cool name for a drink, and I don't think people realize that enough. Like, there are, like, of the drink names, there are a total of 2 that are hilarious. Well, no, not hilarious, but either hilarious or amazing. Sunset Requiem as a drink sounds really cool. And try this as orange juice is very funny. Anyway. I kicked my microphone by accident. It's, there we go. Can you pick up the stem? No? Okay. Welcome to my ho-ho home. I thought of a joke, but I'm not going to say it because it's not appropriate. It's funny, but I don't think it's something no one would ever say. Right, 2 things we need to do. Very important. It's an empty gift box. 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 Kris, do you need to check all of these? I mean, gotta admit, this room is kind of sus. Especially that vent. Nice reference, Susie. Huh? Reference? I'll stop talking now. I find it hilarious how the chapter to do an Among Us reference is not the one that released closest to Among Us being a big thing. Like, chapter 2 released after Among Us had blown up and been like a whole thing. And they did have an Among Us joke in that. But to be fair, I think it makes it funnier, right? Because if you think about it, right, if they did it in chapter 2, people would have probably groaned about it and called it a dated joke. Whereas doing it here means that enough time has passed that the joke becomes funny again and we can all look on it fondly. Anyway, cool, give me a pencil. Now let's study and speed through this because I want to actually get to the chapter 4 Dark World soon. So that people actually start caring again. Hi, Birdly. Yeah, I'll go to the festival with you. No, she won't! Destroy your phone! We'll pick it up. You can still hear Birdly distantly talking to himself. Oh, sweet rotisserie Santa. The nightmare has become real. Susie. Hey, Noelle, just to stop me from going with her. She's gone yandere for me. Oh, heavens to yikes! Where's my Dragon Blazer's bath bag? But, now that I think about it, she must be very lonely. A poor girl, with no one to show her exclusive tips and tricks. Hello? Are you still there? Listen, disgusting to say this, but as an act of charity, I will let you be the breeze under my wing. You, me, festival. Oh, it's the wrong number song. We're very, very sorry that we got it wrong. Oh, it's the wrong number song. We're very, very sorry that we got it wrong. Kris, you scoundrel. Eavesdropping on my sweet cartilage. I've never read this word before. How many times have I played this game? How many times read this text box? I do not know how to pronounce this word. Cartilaginous? So I'm doing some Google research right now, looking for like what this means. Nothing comes up that's spelt correctly. I mean, Toby Fox cannot spell words. Go ahead and taunt Kris. I'm the one Noelle and Susie are falling like dominoes for. And you know what dominoes means, right? You're next. God, he is so cringe. One, 2, 2, 5. 5, 4, 2, 8. 5055. I know the code, Kris. I'm a smart boy. You can't stop me. The only thing you are capable of stopping me from doing is typing that thing in, because I know the code. I'm smart. Is that a typo no one's noticed because no one knows the word? I mean, I did a Google, and Google kept trying to correct the word. I'm like, no, this other word. And like, the funniest thing is, a Reddit thread came up that said minor spoilers for chapter 4, which means the only way this word has any connection to anything is because of this game. Which means this word has been pointed out, and all that really came was fish-associated stuff, which, I don't know, I didn't tell what the word is. Also, like, the fact that, like, there's AI overviews on Google makes it, like, 10 times worse. Right. Okay. How far can we get? How far can we get? Wait for Kris to pass out, and then how far can we get? How far can we get? Susie must not get quitter. Remember, guys, every glass of water you drink is a glass of water that AI cannot use to cool down its servers. Stay hydrated. Police sacrificed next week in Chapter 6 of Deltarune. Kris, Dark World, no soul. Can't. What does that sound like? Oh my god! I was not moving that fast, Kris. Jesus Christ. I got jump scared by Kris being so fast. I was gonna say Kris is a fast boy, but Kris is not a boy. Kris is a fast they, them. Possible Nurglies for your AU. Antisocial chicken, winged jackalope with the staff, superhero slash anime bug, gaming rabbit battery, icebird, lightbulb moth, and evil tower bird that you hate for what it did. What did the evil tower bird do to you? I'm not looking at what Asgore says because I don't really care. Also because I've seen it like 10 times. I don't need to see it again. Wee. So, lights are off. Damn, was that just perfect? I mean, to stop them from seeing the soul. Smart Noelle. Remember I saw an image where it was like, someone had taken the citations for, Kris being they/them pronouns, on the Deltarune wiki, and they literally moved them around and positioned them in a way that the actual citations themselves spell out they/them. It was very funny. Also, I can move vertically here. You think we should be able to, but no. We have to slide off the table. Like that. Like a buffoon. Kris. Oh, Kris. Is it fun, Kris? Are you enjoying this? The same part of you that enjoyed yesterday? Knowing that you could say it wasn't really you. But I know what you did, Kris. You betrayed the knight. You killed them. You wanted them dead. To try and usurp the throne for yourself. Isn't that what you wanted, Kris? What does Kris do under the bed? I don't know. Let's just chill. Lol. Kris, do be a dumbass. I mean, Kris basically handed Susie the guitar on a platter at that point. Based on the oversimplification, do I think we're best for Bradley? I mean, you have to do the superhero anime thing. Or, like, the gaming one. You have to keep the association with him being an absolute nerd. Susie can play guitar. Stop being funny, that's my job. Right, we finally, after about an hour, gonna get to an actual chapter at this point. It's been an hour and we've had one fight. Because this part of the game is, like, 20 minutes if you, like, speed through the entire thing and still want to do, like, everything normal. We did 2 fights, actually, to be fair, thinking about it. Although, no, we did one because we chose to forget about another one. Hello, Carol. Susie must not get guitar. Susie got guitar, oh crap. I think we can confirm that next stream is going to be the last one of this challenge. There is no way I am beating the entirety of Chapter 4 in less than 2 hours. Like, I'm not a speedrunner. I will start reading through the text when we get into the actual Chapter 4 Dark World, but for now, I'm just going to keep skipping through it because I want to get to actual content. And Chapter 4 takes a long time to actually get to content. It's like, this whole section is very long. You felt something like ice on your shoulder. Kris. Before you leave, turn that thing off. It saves batteries. There, it's all okay. Could I interest you in a cheesed cracker in these trying times? Welcome to my ho-ho-ho. My mom takes all her ho-ho-ho. I can't do it. I can't do that joke. I can't do that joke. It's not funny. It's not funny. I can't do it. Right, reminding you all of things, which is cool. Jump scare. Don't wait. Don't wait. Especially the don't. Wait, don't. Alright, I'll see you later. Is he gone? He's gone. I'm going to take a quick break because I just need to, like, refresh, get a new drink, and I'll see you guys in a couple minutes. I am rested. I am well. I am okay again. Wait, don't. WD, of course, someone who looks like I'm gonna spell out Yeek about Gaster. It's rude to speak about those who are listening. Temporary hold on new patients due to rain-induced colds. Dark World! Can I do the night part without getting hit? The answer is no, because I suck ass. I don't think they're having choir practice in there. The night made a dark one right under our noses. Took him an hour. But Mom could be in there. How do we shut the door? Like, isn't it just like a straight drop in there? We made it. The scent of glass and incense. A certain power steals within you. Hey Kris, I know they probably creeped out, but you do know you can run, right? Just saying. I want to show that. Wow, dumbass guy who plays Deltarune for a living can't remember the first piano code. What a loser. They held onto the doorknob, but why? To be fair, I probably answered my own question with that, because, like, yeah, obviously they do that. You know, safety. You don't want anyone falling in. Falling in. How was the fall? Every time. It just works. Oh my god, it's Rudy Rudolph Holiday! You! Oh no, Susie's dead. Oh no, she's fine. Ah, damn it. Got pretty close, to be fair. Hey, Kris. How was the fall? We're on shards of glass. I'm skipping the text, but, like, you know. We'll start reading the text when we actually get to some fights, you know? I do have to figure out how to, like, spare these enemies. I haven't actually thought about that yet. Maybe I should boot up the actual wiki page. It's been so long since I've done anything other than fight the night that I've forgotten how to do anything in this game. I mean, it's been so long since I did a Deltarune, stream where I didn't have to fight the night that I was still using my old laptop at that point. Why tipping Ralsei? Also, Gwei, best way, strategy. Okay, so it's better to just use exorcism. Okay. On the Gways, at least. Susie, don't push yourself too hard, okay? I'm bad at giving advice. Oh, the prophecy which whispers among the shadows. Ba, 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 ba. The legend of this world, Deltarune. Ba, ba, ba. Ba, 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 ba. Hey, what are these word things we keep saying? That's the prophecy, Susie. A world bathed in purest light beneath a eternal night. Light and dark worlds exist, who would have thought? Alright. Time to fight Gwei. Exorcism. Back to this, are we? Okay, it's gonna be a while, isn't it? Why is this like so much easier to dodge than the other one? We're gonna be here for a while, guys. Yeah, I mean, if you could not target crit. Okay, yeah, like that. Thank you. That's I appreciate things. Welcome to the slog, guys. This is painful, but it has to be done like this because otherwise the challenge isn't right. Jeez. Right, last one of these, and then we can actually spare this guy, and then hopefully. Okay, Susie's down, which is fine. Whew. Ross is down. This is not good. This is not good. Okay, well, I need to heal with Kris. This is very bad. I maybe should have left the other guy alive for a bit longer. Everything's fine, guys. Everything's fine. It's all fine. Finally, the real fun. Exactly, yeah. The fun of me actively sparing every enemy. Like a dumbass. Would I have the ancient suite? Why not? Why would I not get the thing that fully heals Kris? Like, do you know how much HP 400 is? It's a lot. I mean, this is gonna continue after Chapter 5 comes out, like, and into the future. Why would I not keep the best healing item in the game for Kris? It'll be even useful in like Chapter 7, but it might just be a full heal. I would be stupid not to take the Ancient Suite in this specific challenge. Like, I mean, if this was like, say... I mean, I don't know. If this is a Susie only run, I would not go for it at all. But, like, because it's not a Susie only run, it's a Kris only run. I went for it. Also, like, realistically, what use are the tension items and revive mints to me? Like, the items you have to ditch to get the ancient suite is just like, it's not. Oh my god! I had no idea this line of text in the game. By the way, Kris, a reminder that we can act independently too. Just choose S action or R action from our magic menu in battle. Oh my god. Ralsei didn't read the title of this video. Clearly. I am not the knight. Don't worry. Jesus, oh my god. This is the benefit of doing this run. You discover new things. You also get Rhapsody, which is like not that good. Also, I'm annoyed because I can't do my usual strategy against the missiles. Like, all the time and effort I've put into fighting the missiles across like all my time and effort, it's now all completely useless because like I don't know what to do. Oh god, I probably should have spin kicked it. To be fair, I mean, we can shake and still get a good amount of mercy from it, so that's something at least. Let's just do it. That's gonna be a fun one, isn't it? To be fair, this is about like 10 times easier than like it was before, though. To be fair, so. A nice massage. Bye, Ralsei. Don't attack. Shake and attack. Am I vegan, Bubble? No, not personally. I think people who are vegan are very cool. I think it's good to be vegan. I try to be vegan where I can, but like, you know, I still eat meat and I still like... Yeah. Shake and attack. There we go. Oh, I missed. Yeah, the night was very hectic, I will say. Like, what is funny is that one attempt got stopped by a delivery driver knocking on my door, and the next attempt I had to literally like dip out before the final attack because again I had another knock on the door. You just throwing bacon at me? To be fair, I'm vegan in the sense that I don't eat eggs. Because I don't like eggs. I also don't eat lamb because I don't like lamb either. The Titan's gonna be the ultimate softlock, is it though? I mean, well, yeah, we can't, like, use Susie's idea. Or Dual Buster. But, like, for the actual fight itself, the non-scripted part, it's, like, very easy. Also, how did Gerson walk through nothing there? Like... Bro just went vloop. Oh, yeah, I have to actually push buttons. Also, why does the path, like, change here for some reason? Like, it's not the same path we went down first, which is weird. And odd. And strange. Once I get Susie's idea. Once I get the Dual Buster, I literally can't use Dual Buster either, right? What you doing? I guess some voice changes every single day at this point. What the hell are you doing? Don't overestimate the Black Shard. I mean, the Black Shard is a lot more useful than, like, the other stuff. Also, like, all the acts I would normally use, the only act I have that, like, I can use is Unleash. Right? I can't use Bright and I can't use Dual Heal. So, and like, defending's pointless. So attacking while its thing's down is like, I do like 800 per hit. Also, I have to show this off. It appears to be a light switch. Huh? There's a small red cup waving at you from atop the switch. This must be what they mean by Switch exclusive content. Just in case you wanted to know what console I'm playing on. In case any of you thought I was playing on PS5 for some reason, which, no. Why would I play Deltarune on a PlayStation? That seems very stupid. Hello. Yeah, by the way, I can't use Old Man either, so no fun for us. I like how the eyes on the Balthazars follow Gersten's go off screen. Ammoed! I can't use it though. It's just sad. Thank you for the banana. I have gotten it. To be fair, like, that is the only reason I would buy a PlayStation version of this game. I have a PS5. I just don't play Deltarune on it. Because I like my Switch a lot more than I like my PS5. Micro accident there. I had to scratch my nose a bit, so... If someone gave me a donation that was worth the amount Deltarune costs on PS5, and put the message on there saying like, "Hey, do the anti-PlayStation achievement," I would be like, "Okay," and then I would do it. But I just don't see a point in buying a second version of the game just for like one playthrough unless people like really, really wanted it. I will do it eventually at some point in my life, but I might wait until like... God, I mean, it's gonna be so funny if you could, like, eventually, at some point, when Chapter 7's out, more achievements will be added, and therefore, like... they can make that a challenge even harder, which I think is really great. Gersten wants a book. Let's grab the stool. Except let's not grab the stool, because Ralsei wants people to step on him. Anyone, feel free to step on me? Ralsei! Disgusting. If Chapter 5 comes along and the Just Sex is the only way to attack some mini-boss, this challenge is cooked. I don't think that, Toby would lock the entire... lock a mini-boss that's required behind having beaten another mini-boss. I mean... Also, I'd use the same rule again, like... I have to equip the Justice Axe and that would be it. Like, I would just change the rules. Because the best way to, like, adapt to a challenge is to change the rules as more content gets added. Like you know, if you start a Nuzlocke in Pokemon and they add DLC while you're doing the Nuzlocke, you don't then you then change the rule to say like, are DLC encounters allowed or are they not allowed? And it depends how you feel about it. I should do like a Nuzlocke of a sort of surprise trade lock of Scarlet, because I'm enjoying playing Scarlet again now I have a Switch too. I mean, I've had one for a while, but like I remember when like the Switch 2 came out, people played Pokemon Scarlet and Violet and looked at it and were like, oh my god, it's so good. You know, my sounds a bit strange. One sec, just listen back to it. Move a bit close to my face, maybe. Let's see. How's that sound? Or is this my talking voice? Maybe because I'm just stuttering and stumbling over words, maybe, I don't know. My microphone is very cheap and it's good, okay. Like, I guess I can go into this. People think like getting into streaming, like you have to spend loads of money to get a good setup. I will tell you now, my setup is about as cheap as you can get. Like, the only thing I would say is expensive about my setup is my laptop. And that's it. You meant a mini boss like K-Round Sweet Gathering Cakes? They won't lock a mini boss that's required to beat the game behind an optional item. That's just not good game design. Alright, obviously we're following Gerson. Get the thing. Further left. I mean, you think I'm gonna turn down one extra hit point on Kris? No. Thank you, give me that. Look at that. 201 HP. 24 attack, 12 defense. Look at us, we are a beast. So how much money do I have? Take one. Guys, are you ready to suffer? I can't use old man. We have to sit here and do this over and over and over again. Thankfully, though, I don't think there's any more required. No, there is required Gways after this, to be fair, actually thinking about it. God damn it. Why are there so many Gways in this chapter? You only need 3. I mean, to be fair, there's these guys you're supposed to do the old man trick for, but like, yeah. You're back. Welcome back. You're just in time for suffering. I mean, listen, we get to listen to From Now On, which is a good song. I might get like copyrighted for this song at this point because of how much it's gonna play and how long it's gonna stretch on for. How long is this gonna go on? That's my best Jason Griffith impression. The best voice of Sonic. Yes, I am blinded by nostalgia. It's not like I think Roger Craig Smith is bad, though, to be fair. I think Roger Craig Smith is a very good voice actor for Sonic. I just think that Jason Griffith just was, like, just better, in my opinion. That's no insult to Roger. That's just, like, it's an insult to Sega for getting rid of everyone. To be fair, I think it'd be easy with the two of them. To be fair, for me to handle the attacks. So they are so fast when there's just one. It's gonna play forever from now on. Your newer year is a perfect Gerson, the sound of Justice equivalent is also a perfect ERAM. To be fair, mine has a perfect Gerson because Live Alive has an old man who basically teaches people martial arts, and I can have mine be a Gerson who is teaching Noelle how to use magic. Although, like, I would need to, like, come up with a very cool sounding final ultimate ice themed attack that isn't Snowgrave. Because, like, I don't think her learning Snowgrave is very important. I like, for the story of that, I guess. Also, I need something that sounds as cool as Heavenly Peak's Descent. I'm sorry, but, like, if you are comparing the coolness of a spell called Snowgrave and an ability called Heavenly Peak's Descent, which one's cooler is, like, the easiest question ever answered. And if anyone's saying Snowgrave is a cooler sounding name than Heavenly Peak's Descent, they are lying to you. Do not trust that person. They are a big liar. Oh god. Jeez. Whew. Everything's fine. You have a prediction that the battle track of Chapter 5 will be called Rudis Buster? I have also have that prediction. I think it's good. There's going to be a battle theme called Rudis Buster, and it's going to be very important. I think it'll be a track that plays once rather than like Rudis Buster, which plays twice just for boss fights. Cool. We're here. What do you have? I mean, we have Wafer Guards that I don't need because, like, it's just not as good as Shadow Mantle. A Scarf Mark is useless. Scarlix is good, and then Rhapsody is, like, not that good. Scarlix is probably the best healing item we can buy right now. Is there anything I can sell? You sell 500? Wow, know that. No, not that way. I don't really need most of these anymore. To be fair, I could probably get rid of the stuff that's, like, not for anyone. Lodestone, Twin Ribbon, White Ribbon, Tenor Tie. To be fair, all this is kind of useful anyway. Nah, nothing I need to sell. Your Gerson, ex-teacher warrior, uses a melee weapon, talks about what it means to be a hero, secret boss found, where Susie replacement can be found, 3 variants, unassuming hero, mimic, and possibly more that you can't think of. I will say, like, when you kind of, like, the thing with making AUs that I've kind of learnt from trying to start one, is that after a certain point, they just become, like, very... like, a lot simpler, I guess. Like, once you sort of think about it, like, characters slot into place kind of easily for me, anyway. Like, once I kind of had it nailed down that, like, Kris fit as, like, Twilight Neo Japan, and I had a cool idea about, Ralsei being distant future, and then I had an even cooler idea about Susie with near future. Everything just kind of slot into place very easily. There's nothing over here I can get right now anyway, so I might as well just not do it. I'll figure out the missiles at some point, but I don't need to do it now. I was originally going to have Susie be part of Imperial China because I had Gerson there. But I kind of realized it fits better with Noelle and that Susie fits way better with Near Future because of the character's personality. To be fair, she does also fit in like Imperial China too, but it was just kind of a... I didn't have anywhere to put Noelle that really fit, I guess. I mean, it's worth getting the, Okay, now let's actually think about this for a second, right? No, because... No, it's better to probably get Gold Widow, to be fair, thinking about it, because, like, the stats from Gold Widow is the best technical, 5 defense armor in the game for Kris. And it'll probably be what I use in the Titan battle anyway, so, yeah, I want it. Yeah. There we go. I'll have time to beat Jack. Yeah. Susie's an Ice Elf with a mask, a Yeti, and Link from Legend of Zelda at the same time. Cool, in my AU, Susie is an edgy orphan. And Lancer also exists. Proofread. Guardian. See, that was easy, wasn't it? It was the best of time, it was the blurst of times. Times are pretty blurst, times are pretty bad. Guys, I mean, are we gonna get Amphitheater again? Atrium. Teasing. Okay, I just have to spare these guys. It's gonna be a lot easier. Yeah. In this part of the world, the sky is blue during the day. I mean, to be fair, we are in the UK right now, and the sky is grey. And all the leaves are brown. No, the leaves are not brown. I wasn't any of these Zobaks, but I'm thinking for a second, right? So I've had a thought about. So I know I'm gonna go over the slides just so it's better to explain it. I know going into that room up there, in the Dark Sanctuary, gets you the Mystic Band. I also know that leaving that until the second Sanctuary gets you the Power Band. Kris can't use magic. So in a fight that would be like majorly benefited by me having 2 Power Bands in the future, which, to be fair, I don't think there'll be a scenario like that unless it's like something that's like very... I think the only time where that'd be useful is like during maybe like a fight where, like, all I can do is fight, and the enemy doesn't attack me. just to speed that up a bit. But it's probably better to get 2 power bands rather than a power band and a mystic band, right? I am not fighting another Gwei. I'm not doing it, right? I'm just not gonna do it. Although to be fair, there is like actually the benefit to that. Oh yeah, I need to go back and get the ladder. God's sake. Easiest puzzle ever. I say easiest puzzle ever. It was pretty hard when I first thought about it, but like, once you know the solution, it's pretty easy. Which is any puzzle, really. Very simple. Kris is a tough one for your AU. You're keeping the whole only human thing, but you don't think Cassette Beast has any non-binary human characters, not including the player if you choose to be non-binary. You made the player replace the vessel. Park your butt, mister. Yeah, so, I mean, my Kris replacement works perfectly because, like, I mean, not only is the fact the person you save in Twilight of the Japan someone who uses a katana, which I compose with Carol, and makes perfect sense for a lot of things that can parallel with that. There is another character. There is a side quest in that part of the game where you basically make a clone of yourself that, like, fights alongside you, which is an obvious replacement for the vessel. Hey, grab the ladder, okay. I don't mean to spoil Live Alive for you, but like I'm trying not to spoil like the main story. I'm only spoiling things that you could glean from the first like 5 minutes of gameplay, or like things that aren't important to the story. Like the thing about like the vessel or like the clone in Live Alive is that it is like an entirely optional thing that you don't have to do. Scarlixar. Nice. Yay! We'll fight Jack and then hopefully we can fight Gerson at some point. And you dumbass. Exorcism. At least we have to fight one here. That's the benefit. Also, the attacks are a lot slower, so it's a lot easier to manage, to be fair. It just takes a while. Oh, yeah. I might as well talk about more about my Live Alive AU. I think some of the swaps I'm most proud of, honestly, is like, so the Wild West one, the fact that I came up with Caddy being like the stand-in for that one. And I thought, oh yeah, then we could pair it with Jockington. Jockington can be like her weapon of choice. Or like, you know, a lasso that she uses. I thought that was very cool, and one that I was like, yeah, no. Now that I've come up with the idea, I have to do it. I'm also proud of my Ralsei swap for Distant Future, because it let me come up with an idea that helped build on the story, and the idea was that, like, you know, I guess Darkness sort of robot replacements. And that lent into me replacing a robot character who's buddies with Susie's replacement. Then being yeah, sort that out with Lancer, which made a lot of sense. It also lets me set like kind of a lore for the game as well, which like kind of builds on from Live Alive itself. I'm a walking advertisement for Live Alive. Live Alive is great also if you want to play like RPGs that were like that helped inspire Undertale and Deltarune. Because Megalovania is inspired by the song Megalomania from Live Alive. Also, swapping with one of the characters in the Middle Ages is very funny. But that ends up working very well with kind of a lot of things I've done for that chapter. Have a spooky pumpkin. Yeah, I'm just sorting my items first. What do I have? Ancient Sweet I don't really want to have like just yet, but I want to have that in the back pocket for a later fight in future chapters. Exec Buffet in case yeah, things go. I think, to be fair, I don't need a revivement. There's a lot I don't need for this. I'll just fill up my inventory with 5 Scarlets and we'll call it that. There we go. I need to do that. I think high defense as possible for this fight is the best. I don't need Shadow Mantle, do I? Because Shadow Mantle doesn't do much for us, does it? Like, all Shadow Mantle does is, like, give us dark defense, and it's like any of Jack's attacks do dark element damage, right? I'm gonna double check that. 1 second. Yeah, I don't think Jack has any elements we need to worry about. If he does, it's not Dark and Star, so we're fine. It's not Dark Star or Cat and Puppet. It is Cat and Puppet anyway. We have Dealmaker, which we don't like need, but we also like have just because, like, it's the best option anyway. Right, time to fight Jack. Generally, how did the floor disappear? Also, why is my channel scrolling down? Jack does spooky attack, not dark attack, because he's not evil. Yeah, fair. I was mainly looking for dark or star attacks, mainly. Sparing does nothing, right? It's not like it matters anyway. I think attacking does nothing, but like, sparing won't bring the mercy meter because then you just missed half the fight. I don't think they do that for that. Right, defend. I mean, do we do Scaredy Cat just to, like, get through it quicker? No, I think defend is the best way to go. Also, I am so used to the ability you get from Susie, which is like the treasure hunt ability, which like brings things to you, that like not having it feels so foreign to me. Nice. Cool. Long. You're too bright, Mamma mia. It's so funny how like hard the night fight was and how much planning had to go into that compared to how much has to go into this, which is just like I know this is gonna be easier, but like I am so not used to how little damage I am taking and how effectively I am dodging all the attacks. You know? You're long. It's like you're so fit down there, but you just can't for some reason. This one's kind of easy, at least. Not super easy, but you know. Also, there's like chess pieces in the background here. I think there's like queen, king. There's the sword for there's the horse. Really should just go and grab this one too. Nope, no, don't get hit by it, you dumbass. I mean, if Susie and Ralsei want to jump in front of the attacks for us, that's their choice. You know, I'm not gonna force them for anything. And here, run. Simple. Just a very nice guy. Nice. You're taking too long. You're taking too long. It's taking too long! Unleash! This fight is very long. Mamma mia! Defend. Spare. There's a lot of fossils down here. Fossils! Da da da! Fossils! Da da da! Fossils! Da da da! You forgot this maze is underground? You mean like, welcome to the underground! How was the fall? For a good amount of swaps in AU, it's easy because some of the cassette beast monsters are one-to-one with some Deltarune characters. And this stuff where nothing fits or 6 different swaps fit. Sounds like you're having a fun time over there. I'm having a fun time playing Deltarune. I may be in the process of pitching to my girlfriend the idea of having Deltarune music at our wedding, when I eventually propose. We indeed did take too long. Now they are hunting us. Everyone's down, everyone's not having a good time. TV dinner, Kris. Have some food. Unleash! If I could have unleashed before, I thought it was 64 TP, not 60 TP. I'm a dumb boy. It's because the Titans are 64. The Titans spawn are 64, that's the reason why. I need to get around to playing cassette beat. It's on Switch, so I can do it. And not have to, like, record at PC, which is, like, 10 times harder than recording on, Switch for me. Okay, time for, cool story stuff. Alright. We are fast approaching the only point in the game where anyone other than Kris gets to do anything. I love wise words, man. Why is wise words so good as a song? It's so beautiful, man. It is the most... I don't say it's the best song in this game, but like, you know, because that's Third Sanctuary, but like... It is really good. Can we just mention the skill of Gerson knowing exactly how high to hold his hand up just so that the Susie's healing blast would go perfectly into Jackenstein's mouth? Incredible. Alright, I'll see you later. Oh, stretching. Yeah, sure, show us the underside. Cool. Climbing time! Hello. We are here playing Deltarune. And we're about to break the rules of the challenge because, well, not break the rules of the challenge, but like confuse a bunch of people who come in after at a certain point. I don't know the code. Also need to recruit Miss Mizzle anyway because it's part of the challenge rules, so we're gonna go do all the stuff. I'm gonna just get the Gerson one now, to be fair. I'll skip the I'll have the T code scene, but I'll just mash text through it because yeah. What is that tree anyway? What are the trees? Why are there trees? Climb the wall. Might be a hot take, but Jack looks so cute under the mask. Yeah, that's the point. He's supposed to. You're supposed to think that. I am convinced the devs of this game never played Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. Because imagine playing that game and then going, oh yeah, you know what would be fun? Walking slowly. Because like the problem with Diamond and Pearl is the section in that game where you walk very slow and it's very boring and not fun. And then you have this slow walk. Just gets slower and slower and slower and slower and it's not fun. You can't run while you're in this part of the game. You remember as a plushie? I mean, to be fair, I think they'll make one of Jack at some point. I'm surprised they haven't already released one, to be fair. Because, like, Jack's a Darkner, so it doesn't break Toby's no lightness rule for plushies, which I think is a stupid rule anyway, but, like, you know, I get it in a sense. But, and then obviously, like, you would just take, I mean, they'd just be able to, you know, let you remove the head. Which, I mean, they already have the power to let you remove Ralsei's clothes and give him different outfits, so, like, why not? You know? Drink the tea. Old man vanished. Okay, now we need to go and, Hi, Jack. How you doing? I will explain for the people who've just joined. I'm going to explain this as well once we actually get to the start of the fight. We're doing Gerson as a battle because of the simple reason that I want all Shadow Crystals, and I don't want this save files not have all Shadow Crystals just because of Susie being required for one boss fight. And the rules of this part of the challenge is simply that we just have no equipment on Susie, and we have to do it like that. That's the only rule stipulation I have for this part of the challenge. I will tell a story. Once I've actually done the actual bit of the side quest, I guess. Okay. So you see how there's like a bit of like wall behind these guys, and it's like, you know, they're kind of blocking off things up here in this section. So I press this. I discovered this second. My dumbass, because it says like the sign that says like, oh yeah, 1 in the north and like 2 in the south. I thought there was 2 in this room, right? So I thought that I somehow had to find a way to get past these guys. I was here for a solid 15 minutes before I just gave up, looked up a guide and thought, oh, there's just the one. And then I awkwardly walked out, realizing I wasted 15 minutes of my life. And for the thing inside the Dragonstein plush, it would be the too long pumpkin. Know that almost every fan game until Deltarune plush has something inside them. I did know that. But I also don't like to cut up plushies, and also I don't have any of the plushies. Please, if someone could give me the funds to buy a Ralsei plushie, I would love you forever. Also, that's the wrong way. We need to go fight Miss Mizzle. Am I at full health? I'm full health, okay. I have no idea how I'm going to handle Miss Mizzle and getting the required amount of mercy. I mean, this entire part of the game is skippable. I'm only doing this just for the recruit. But to be fair, though, the recruit is kind of an important part of it, so I mean... Your own fault for being there. Cool, now we climb. Excuse me, took you that far down? How freaking rude. Cool. What? A battle? I merely want to investigate the water container. And suddenly you've drawn me into a battle? You are brash, young soldier. If you seek my love, you must prove yourself worthy of a princess. Cool, flirt. I think attacking definitely does nothing. Romantic are your words. Young soldier, your words are sweet like honeydew. Is it the first time you have spoken to a lady such as I? First time. A young knight's first love. No wellspring may be so pure. I shall accept your affection from afar, and store it humbly in a masonry jar. On lonely eves, when I hear naught but bubbling of my heart, I should open it once more and listen. Open it and listen once more to the tender whispers of your kindness. Oh, I missed. I feel like these bubbles are thinner anyway. Beg for mercy? Blessed those who kneel to me. My wave shall cleanse you. Close your eyes for as long as you adore my purity. No harm shall follow you. Yeah, I probably should wait until I just take damage before I would not. I think I took damage. Aranska, your words. Young knight, your words were accepted once before. Already they are bottled in a masonry jar. Where, aged with time, they'll one day be opened in a far season to blossom with the whispers or grapes. Continue babbling and the chalice shall overflow into turbulence and lose all meaning. Beg for mercy. 50%. But how on earth do I actually get past this? Anyway. There's a certain mercy threshold. I guess beg for mercy again. Disgusting. Just give you points though, that's good. You beg for mercy, but the water cooler showed none. Disgusting. This infection is causing the changes in fire. It's breaking. And there we go. There is Miss Mizzle. Alright, so we can actually do this. Get ready to be dazzled. We're gonna be here for a while. Glory, glory. You wanna know what's probably like shocking to a lot of people is the fact that this is in my top 10 favorite boss fights in the entire game. Also, I am so mad I can't get a beta tier. Like, I mean, getting the Gold Widow was way more important anyway than getting a beta tier. But I'm annoyed I can't get one, you know? Like, I want one, because it'd be useful. But also, like, Gold Widow's useful for the now, not the future, whereas, like, this is more useful for the future. We are so close, guys. We are 2 attacks away. Okay, that's fine. There we go. Nice and pink. Glory, glory. Oh, wow. Easy. Alright. Hopefully I can beat Gerson pretty quickly. I mean, I've done it before, but like, it is still a hard challenge to do. And I'm also proud of the strat. I'm not going to do it first try, because like, doing it first try is very hard. I mean, it's not too hard, but it's still hard, I guess. So in the first attempt you have at this fight, the strategy I implement is not necessary, whereas in any secondary attempts, it is. I will show the strategy at some point, just give me time. I have no idea what that motif is. Maybe it's the hammer just or something, I don't know. Oh boy. Alright. Again, reminder, we're doing Susie with no armor, just so we can get the Shadow Crystal at least. It's part of the rules of my challenge. I was originally going to skip this fight, but I thought, you know what, no, I want the Shadow Crystal more than I want anything else, so... My run, my rules, you know? Also, like, nothing matters, but, like... I will show off Susie's build in a bit. Because I forgot to do it here. Just to prove Susie has nothing equipped. I mean, she has the main axe, but, like, that's the default equipment, so it's fine. Also, everyone has to have a weapon, so she has one. Oh boy, let's get this done. Hope this lasts longer. I mean, to be fair, it took like 19 attempts. 10 of those were off stream that I've now lost the footage for. And the other 9 were on stream. Right. Now, it doesn't matter, right? Because, so Gerson has that attack on the start of your first attempt. That attack is unique to first attempt only, so we don't use the strategy I would normally use here. Now we go for an okay heal. Heal 30, which is fine. Let's attack again. And then we attack again here. Now, you see, I suck ass at that. And we okay heal here, which is fine. Just before the hammers, which I also suck at. We are just barely alive. Somehow. One more attack means to survive perfectly, which is a pain. It didn't work as well as I thought it would. Okay, so I'll show the thing. Alright, so first of all, just to for confirmation for people. Susie has nothing, default weapon, no equipment, 2 defense, 3 magic. Everything she should have at this point. Go Susie, go Susie. So I will show the strategy. So each attack, and you'll notice here, he starts with what was his second attack. Here, which is fine for us. Now, what we implement here is a strategy I like to call the Rude Buster Offset. So you'll notice that we had healing before what I consider to be the hard attacks, being the hammers. But right here, if we would continue on, we would have okay heal not in the right place. So what we do is we use Rude Buster once at the start. That gets us some more Mercy. And because these like first attacks are pretty easy, I say that, I'm getting hit a lot. We will have a good amount of HP to tank them. And you'll notice that when we actually get to... like, now we're here again, we can okay heal. We wouldn't be able to do that if it weren't for the fact we did the Root Buster offset. So now we can take a few more hits against the hammers. Or like, maybe like one more, but like, you know, it's still an increase over before. Now we can heal here. And then now we get... get that, and then we can attack here again. And it's pretty not that hard attack. Of course I get hit. Great. You can make Susie do nothing by using the spare button, which means Susie is doing nothing. Yeah, but with no equipment, that's like... very much a pain. Also, it doesn't build TP in the same way, so like you literally just be soft locked, I think. Whereas like defending at least gives you the hard attack at the end. I'm gonna do one more attempt. If we don't beat it, I'm gonna end stream. Even if we do beat it, I'm ending stream, but like... just one more attempt. And then Root Buster offset. It would be soft lock, right? I mean, yeah, but you wouldn't gain any, like, well, to be fair, you would gain it, but, like, it would take so long, and it would just be, like, hell. I'll do it, maybe I'll do it at some point. But I kind of just don't want to. Because that sounds like hell, and also I've decided I'm doing it this way. It would work under the rules of the challenge, I guess. I'll put it in as, like, a bonus, like, saying like if you can do it, tell me you've done it and like post it onto your channel if you can record yourself doing it, and I'll like shout you out or something when the actual video of this goes up at some point. Okay, nice. Oh wow, jeez. This is looking good, I will say. Not perfect, not amazing, but good. Pretty large barrier of health we have. Yeah, good job I freaking have that, because I'm taking many hits, more hits than I need to right now. Okay, here we go. Dumbass got hit when he didn't need to. Right, just dodge the hammer, focus on dodging. Oh, we're in a good position. You're in such a good position, it's so good. Might blow it at this point, honestly. I'm already seeing the problems arising. Oh. Ah! 3 attempts! Wait, will I have to fight the Titan spawn? Won't, but will. As in, like, I don't have to do it, but like, I'm gonna do it because it's easier. Doesn't break the no recruits rule either, so that's good. Okay, that was good. We got the Shadow Crystal in 3 attempts, which was actually... I'll tell you now, being good at dodging the hammers was actually, I think, what made this run a lot better. Like, that would have been a lot harder if it weren't for the fact I dodged the, hammers. Or there was fighting Gerson, just no equipment? Yeah, it was. I mean, I knew I could do it, though, that's the thing. Like, I knew it was physically possible to do. Also, like, I didn't want to mess up with, Susie's build for later parts. You are the dragon. Alright, I'm gonna end stream now. It's been a fun one. We got our Justice Axe. Unfortunately, Kris can't equip it, so it's useless. Maybe Malleus can forge it into a sword for us later. Who even knows? Alright. Yeah. It's been fun. We have the next week, which will be the end of this series, because there is no way we aren't beating the challenge next stream. I am definitely setting myself up for a failure of some kind, and I think that's very funny. But it's been fun. I've had a great time. I hope you all had a great time. And I will see you guys next stream for the final part of the series. Bye for now.